Hey there, I'm Cast Iron Katie, and I'm really excited to bring you the recipe in this video. I had a suggestion from some friends to do a chicken pot pie in the Dutch oven. This is going to be done in a foil pan set inside the Dutch oven, so we are using the Dutch oven as a oven instead of a cooking vessel, so there's minimal cleanup with it. And the nice thing about this recipe is you can make it as easy as you want or as complicated as you want. I personally have never worked with making pie crust, so I bought pie crust because I don't want to look like a fool not knowing anything about pie crust. For your chicken, you can get it off of a rotisserie chicken or do canned chicken or cook it however you want. It's just whatever level of comfort you have. So I guess we'll get started. I'm making the filling right now, and let me light my gas. Oh, another thing that you could do is make your filling ahead of time, if you like. It'll keep for a day in the refrigerator and up to 2 weeks in the freezer. Just whenever you get time to make it, go for it, and then store it until you're ready for it. So we've got a 1/3 cup of butter that we're going to melt, and then we will add our onion and cook those until they're a little translucent, a couple minutes. And then we'll start adding a 1/3 cup of flour and a 1/2 cup of milk and 1.5 cups of chicken broth. I don't have any milk, so I'm going with almond milk. I have almond milk. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, add some onion and cook that down for a couple minutes. Our butter is all melted and our onions are all translucent. So we've got a 1/3 cup butter, 1/3 cup of onion, and here goes a 1/3 cup of flour. Get that mixed in there. We'll cook it for a few minutes to get that raw flour taste out of it. Trying to make a little roux base. Alright, and once that gets mixed in, we'll add some chicken broth and some milk. In this case, we're going to use almond milk. Okay. I've had to turn the heat down a couple times. It's just cooking a little quicker than what I was expecting on the medium-high heat. So turn it down to about a medium. And when I tell you I haven't worked with pie crust, I mean I've not made a chicken pot pie either, so this is kind of an adventure for everyone here. Okay. That is looking nice and thick. Alright. Smells really good. Okay. Let me add our liquids here. One eye there. Okay. Almost there. There we go. mixed in. It'll look much better once we get it mixed in. Always does. Okay. Now let's get some almond milk mixed in. Gotta follow the directions. It says shake it up right there on the top of the box. This is truly a challenge in pat your head and rub your stomach. Half cup of almond milk. Now I'm gonna, oops, put it all over the stove. Good thing we're cooking outside. I'm going to add some black pepper. It calls for a half teaspoon of salt, but I'm going to omit that because we made some amazing chicken for this. We brined and smoked some chicken breasts yesterday. So with that brine, the chicken meat is extra salty, so there's no reason to add any salt to this recipe. It'll have plenty in it. One of the optional ingredients that sounded really good was sage. So I've got a little bit of sage in addition to the black pepper that we're putting in here. And that looks pretty good for our pot pie gravy. So I'm going to turn this off, take down the stove, and start adding everything to the bowl. So we'll be right back. Just add that to our bowl, and then we will mix in 2 cups of mixed vegetables and 2.5 cups of chicken. The vegetables are supposed to be thawed. They might be, they might not be. That's fine. All work out in the end. And then our chicken. Oh my gosh. Man, we smoked this chicken. It was so good. It's going to be even more delicious in this pot pie with all this other ingredients with it. Alright. Now, I have never opened a refrigerated pie crust box. This is also an unboxing video. Who knew? Alright. So, let's see what one looks like. The box directions say to let it thaw out for 15 minutes before handling it. Get a pan here. For some reason I expected them to be rolled together, just separated with some sort of paper. It's not what I thought it would look like inside. Okay. Too bad. We're going to spoon filling in here. I think I'm going to have a lot more filling left over. I've been trying to brainstorm how to waffle a chicken pot pie, and I'm kind of at a loss. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a waffle video. Alright. Here's our filling. For the mixed vegetables, I used frozen peas and carrots, and then I added some mushrooms. They're fresh mushrooms, not canned. Oh. More of it's fitting in here than I thought it would. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. I have all the filling spooned in that will fit. I had a little bit left over. And then I put the top pie crust on, trimmed the edges, and now I am crimping the two pie crusts together. This is the way I think you should do it. I don't know. I've seen like old grandmas do it with forks too. I think this looks nicer though. Alright. Now we got to cut some slits in there. Remember, I had a grandma that would cut stalk of wheat in it. Kind of like that. I think she did that in all of her pies. Maybe it's a feather. I don't know. I always thought it was a stalk of wheat that she did. Alright. Now we're going to put this in our Dutch oven. Okay, this is an outdoor Dutch oven. We know that it is an outdoor Dutch oven because it has the pegs on the bottom to hold it above the charcoal. And it has a lid with a lip to hold the briquettes on the lid so that you can cook with it. I have soaked some bamboo skewers in water, and they're going to hold up our pie off the bottom slightly. Whew. All right. And let's take it over to the coals. Okay, we are over at the hot coals. So we're going to talk about our safety equipment. I have the pot holders, which I am going to have to use in this video. It's the first time I've had to use them. Pot holders for handling the hot Dutch oven. I have barbecue tongs to arrange the coals however I need them. And my lid lifter so that I can lift the Dutch oven as well as lift the lid for rotating and getting it in and out. Okay, so in this recipe it is supposed to bake for 30 to 40 minutes at 425. I reduce the heat by 25 degrees because our pan is so dark it absorbs a lot of heat. So the rule is to get it at 325 and then we'll go from there. So for 325 we take the number on our lid. In this case it is 10 inches from here to here, and we will subtract 3 to get how many we are going to put on the bottom, which is 7. Now that is for an oven that is 325. We're going to add a briquette for every 25 degrees that we want to increase the temperature by. So that is going to bring us back up to 10. Alright, where are we at? 3, 4, 6. Let's get another one that's not quite so going here. Okay, I'm trying to get this approximately the diameter of the Dutch oven, and that just looks like so much heat compared to what we normally do. Alright, we will put the Dutch oven on top of that, and then we're going to follow the top formula to get how many briquettes are going to go on the top, which is we will add 3 to to get it to the 325, and then we need to add 3 more for each of the 25 degrees to get it up to 400. I hope some of that made sense. I'll put in the description kind of a little bit of a diagram so that you can figure out how to raise the temperature up. Alright, so we need to have 16 on top. 10 plus the 3 for our 325 plus 3 more briquettes, 16. So 8. Oh, here it is. Okay, we are going to come back in 10 minutes and rotate the lid and the Dutch oven. Then we'll come back after 20 minutes, rotate it again, but we're also going to add a little shield for the pie crust so that it doesn't burn. We'll be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes has passed. We are going to rotate the Dutch oven to prevent hot spots. And we're going to rotate the lid to prevent hot spots. I'm a little nervous about all the heat that's on the bottom of this, but I don't smell anything burning right now, so I'm gonna let it float another 10 minutes, and then we'll come back, rotate it, take the lid off, and check it, and put some foil around the edge for a little protector on the crust for the remaining of the cook time. 20 minutes has now passed. We are going to rotate the oven again. Whoa. And I'm going to take the lid off. The recipe says that after, well, the last 15 to 20 minutes of the bake, you need to cover the edges so that they don't burn. What I've, oh man, that even sounds good. What I've done is I measured the outside of the, the inside of the Dutch oven, and then the inside of the bottom of the, the foil pan to get kind of a rough estimate on what we need to protect the crust. So we'll see how well that fits. Get my mitts on. I still don't smell any burning, so that's good. Okay. Now that's kind of difficult. I put another one on too. Maybe that'll help. I don't want to get down in there and start handling stuff so much. I can do the foil, but not the Dutch oven. Alright. We'll call that good and see if it works, see if it doesn't. It's a little chore that you can get your kids in on. They can get in on tracing and cutting. You need them to have some busy work while you're preparing. And we'll come back in another 10 minutes and rotate it again. The pot pie has baked for 40 minutes and it still smells delicious. I don't smell any burning. I'm gonna take a look at it. Get on in there and take a look. It's bubbling. It's not, it looks good. I don't know what it looks like underneath the foil little crust protector. Get this out of here. Dust off the ashes. And then I'm going to see how I can get it out of the pan. I've yet to figure that out, but I'll figure it out. I was able to get the pot pie out by lifting it just enough to get the spatula worked under it, and then I kind of balanced it out. I It wasn't that hard. I was taking a look at the bamboo skewers and they got pretty dark, so I'm fairly confident that the bottom looks good. Again, no burn smell at all. So let's cut into it and see what we got here. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so good. It's still really hot. I did let it rest for a little bit, so hopefully it's set up enough. Okay. Yeah. Looks like it's coming out all right. Oh, geez. This is gonna be fantastic. Why have I never made a chicken pot pie before? Let's check the bottom. Oh, the bottom's done. It's a little dark, but nowhere near burn. I don't burn myself. This is stupid good. This is amazing. And you can make it outdoors in your Dutch oven with not a whole lot of cleanup. It's very good. Yes, do this. Go to your backyard, make a chicken pot pie. Thanks so much for watching.